President Tinubu is advanced in age and matured in the game by the look of how he has played the game so far. And if you genuinely want Peter to be the next president of Nigeria, this is my suggestion to you. You are welcome back to today's episode. This is a reaction to my previous episode on President Tinubu of Nigeria. In as much as you are passionate about your country and wish for good leaders in running the nation's affairs, you must always understand this, that politicians are playing a game. It is a political game. Politics in itself is a game. Therefore, the person you are rooting for ought to know how to play to win, or else you are rooting in vain. And a lot of us, especially the youth, are living in a wishful world where the person we are so passionate about isn't as knowledgeable in the political game as we may think. Don't be offended at my comment. Let me break it down for you first. Let's go. I'm Cyrus, and this is Toontumnetwork. Now, many times your favorite politician may have the right policies and plans in your view to move the nation forward, but doesn't win in the ultimate election. How come the guys who are actually in the business of creating jobs and privately winning aren't winning when it comes to politics? Take, for instance, this man who used to own a bank and had many successful businesses in Ghana, having thousands of workers and showing great signs that he had the potential to be the best leader in the country of Ghana at the time. His name is Papa Kwesi Indum. He owns several businesses, including banks in Ghana and in the USA, football club, recording labels, real estate, hotels, what have you, and worth almost $500 million. How come such a person, a business mogul, couldn't make any real impact in Ghana's politics? It was because his understanding of how to play the game, the political game, wasn't based on the strategies that predict success in Ghana. And listen to me, there are strategies in politics that actually predict success, if you didn't know. The fact that you are successful in your private enterprise doesn't mean it will translate into the political arena. No, it doesn't work like that. President Tinubu is advanced in age and matured in the game by the look of how he has played the game so far. And if you genuinely want Peter to be the next president of Nigeria, this is my suggestion to you. You need to study Peter's political moves to see if he's playing the game to gain foot in the key places that will most likely bring about success, or if he's only appealing to the people's frustrations. And the fact about people's frustration is this. The fact that people are frustrated with the existing order doesn't necessarily mean the new order becomes desirable automatically. No, it doesn't work like that. There are people who don't go out to vote when they are frustrated. And there are people who feel all parties are the same when they get frustrated. And there are those who would rather take whatever small gift or money they can get their hands on in making a decision when they are frustrated. So the process of being relevant in any election starts with first creating a political machine that can constantly and strategically promote your agenda to the people who matters the most. I mean the people who actually take the pain, the very pain, to queue for hours and vote. I saw this practically in the 2016 general elections in Ghana. The ordinary people became interested in the elections and came out to vote in their numbers. And for the first time in my lifetime, a sitting government lost an election with more than 1 million vote difference. You have to have key people on your side who are in charge of certain portals, if you understand what I mean. And I repeat, key portals. Or else you work so hard only to be short-handed on your blind sides when the time comes. And in such a diversified country like Nigeria, you will have to break bread with all manner of people, including some you may utterly despise for the ultimate goal. It's about strategies. It's about execution. And it's just a handful of opposition politicians who are actually going about it the right way. So far, the only opposition political party in Africa that has shown real understanding in the process of fighting to win political power is the EFF in South Africa. And I have a story on Julius Malema coming up soon. In 13 years, they have taken 44 seats in parliament and are projected to take even more in the next general elections in South Africa if all things stay equal. I fully understand the fact that many South Africans are skeptical about Julius Malema and wish the opposite for him. But hear me out on this. If you look at the pace of the EFF winning 44 seats in just 2 general elections, you should be aware that it's going to take a lot more effort from the ANC party to deny them of their takeover of government. And don't get me wrong here. I am not in support of any political party. I'm simply focusing on political strategies. Therefore, when you take a look at the success stories of the All Progressive Congress led by President Tinubu and the economic freedom fighters led by Julius Malema, 2 strategies have worked for them for which it can work in almost every other country in Africa if followed through rightly. Strategy number 1 by the APC in Nigeria is to organize a grand coalition of relevant political parties. Strategy number 2, executed by the EFF in South Africa, is to first enter through parliament and bring along other colleagues in other constituencies. If you are successful at capturing the majority stake in the legislature, then you will be probable in impeaching a sitting president. That's how it works with the EFF. So outside of these 2 political strategies, these are the 2 things you have left as options. Forming a new or small political party, which I know won't achieve much. Or number 2, working within a fragmented political party, which will also not amount to anything. Politics isn't like football, where you can build a third force in a matter of a year by buying a good team or a bad team and buying good players and a good coach to start a new phase of a franchise. No. Politics in Africa is intertwined with tribal sentiments and people's religions and people's loyalties to people. It cuts deep into historical matters and sensitive memories for which people die for from time to time. So instead of complaining about President Tinubu and the failures of the APC party, first tell me this. Tell me the strategies of Peter Obi. Don't talk to me about the competencies he has. Just tell me about how he's going to bring in new or first-time voters to his political party. If you have 2 main political parties to contend against in your country, one of these 2 strategies is your best bet, I promise you. But no matter what you do as a youth in Africa, don't waste your time, resources, and your life on leaders who don't understand the kind of politics that suggest winning. Winning is the ultimate thing. President Tinubu is here. He has won. And is going to be here for the next 4 years. And that's not changing. If you don't like him or his politics, then help your choice of president. This is how you can help your choice of president. By employing the right strategies in the next elections, or else go home and focus on your personal life. Thank you for watching today's episode. Be kind to like, share, leave a comment, and subscribe if you find this content interesting. I'll come your way again pretty soon. Until then, God bless you, and it's bye-bye for now.